to Stoutenburger College Practical Nursing Program First Fitting Ceremony. I'm glad that you're all able to attend and share this ceremony with us. I'm Tamara Grosjean, I'm the Practical Nursing Program's Clinical Coordinator. It is my honor today to introduce to you some of the team, some distinguished professionals who have made it possible for all of you to be here today. First, I'd like to start with our administrative team, and if you could stand when I call your name. Our Executive Vice President is Brian Najwicki. Our, Dean of Academics is Sarah Zimmerman. Our Director of Career Services is Chase Chambers. And then I would like to introduce our nursing faculty. Our nursing faculty is led by Carolyn Nagy, our Administrative Director. And I'd like to say a few words about Carolyn here. Without her, we would not be here today. Carolyn has created this program. She has spent countless hours ensuring the education of our nursing students as the best prepared new practical nurses coming into our profession. She has been available to each and every student and faculty member every day with her continued open door policy. Her willingness to educate and maintain the day-to-day and behind-the-scenes duties to manage this program are met always with the commitment of what is best for the education of our students. Carolyn's career has been quite a journey in nursing. From that, she was a new grad, as you will soon be, to your administrative director. Next, I would like to introduce the rest of our team, and our program's administrative assistant is Cynthia Walsh. Cynthia, give a little wave, so. Okay. And then I'd like to introduce our clinical and classroom instructors. And if you would stand when I call your name so that everyone knows who you are, I'll just go down the line here and introduce for us. We have Janice Cervic. Janice has taught classroom, several different subjects, and also clinical. Then we have Erin Richards next to her. Erin does some of our skills lab. And then we have Julie Jessup. Julie does our A&P. And then we have Karen Samoji. I have to step over. And Karen does several clinicals for our students. Karen gets to see the students from the beginning almost to the end. So she sees quite a progression for the students. And then next we have Keisha Clark. Keisha does classroom for obstetrics and fundamentals. And then we have Anne Gaspadere. And Anne brings our students in the very beginning, and she does some of the things that the students need for their education, that sort of thing. And then we'll come around here, and we have Janice Whitcomb. Janice Whitcomb is a classroom instructor for us. And next to her is Kelly Kohler. Kelly also is classroom instructor. And then we have Deb Wilson next. And Deb does our students out in the clinical setting. And now we have Mike Wagner. And Mike does it all. And does clinical and athletics. Okay? So that is our staff. What I'd like to tell you about the staff is that to give you an idea of the number of years collectively of nursing experience with our group. Now, I want to let you know not all of our instructors are represented here. I started to count the number of years and experience that we had. I stopped at 500 when I realized I was only half the way through our list. So there's quite a bit of experience in this room that are lending their expertise to the education of you all. I would like to turn the podium over to Carolyn Nagy.
Welcome students, faculty, administration, and family. I would like to share a little story with you. Several weeks ago, I did a presentation for one of the classes titled Mock Code. And after I finished, one of the students just shook her head and she said, wow, wow, and wow. Well, I'm going to add one more wow. We have been in this for the last 18 months. Okay. You've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. You've been frustrated. We've been frustrated. You've had to be flexible, and we've had to be flexible. You get a diploma, and I just got more grades. Well, I'd like to share with you my pinning experience. Many years ago, I went to a 3-year program in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The founder of our nursing school was a student of Florence Nightingale. That's how long ago that was. But our school was steeped in a lot of nursing tradition, a lot of nursing history. Well, at the end of our first year, we all met in the hospital cafeteria, and it was mandatory that the whole school, all the nursing students and the instructors, had to attend a breakfast in our honor, at which time we received a Red Cross pin that we then fastened at our collar. At the end of our second year, we again met in the hospital cafeteria for lunch. All the students in the school had to attend, and all of the instructors, at which time we received our first nursing cap. And on that cap went this particular black band that we had to glue onto it. It was sort of a white starch, like a Dutch cap. Now, when we first started our program, we were assigned an upperclassman that was our mentor, our confidant, and a shoulder to cry on. And she was called a big sister, or like you are now. We had our official commencement or graduation ceremony, in which family and friends could be invited. Before the ceremony, I met my big sister, Sharon, in her room. And she had on this starched white uniform that was exactly 13 inches above the ground. On her head, she had long sleeves, starched big white cuffs, and on her head, she had our official nursing cap. And this is what it looked like. And this was called a frill. And I pinned her as her little sister, just as my little sister pinned me. So after the ceremony, we were allowed to wear our frill and our pin in our nursing uniform. And we were pinned seniors, just as you are going to be. Or we were frilled seniors. You'll be pinned seniors. So in honor of today, I have placed, forgot where I was at now. Okay, as nursing caps are no longer in vogue, but for many years I did wear my nurse's pin on my uniforms. And then when I switched jobs and would just wear my lab coat, I wore my pin on my lab coat for many years. So in honor of today, I have placed my pin that I received in 1964 on my lab coat. So we hope that you will wear your pin in pride that you have put in 18 hard months here. You will wear it in pride that you are joining the nursing profession, and you will wear it in pride that you have been a student here at Stotzenberger College. Stotzenberger College would like to invite all of you and your family and friends to the graduation ceremony on August 5th. And this will be the first time that we will have a nursing class. Actually, we have 2 nursing classes that will be eligible to go to graduation. So again, we'd like to invite you and your family to come back for graduation on August 5th. So that concludes what I have to say. I would like to invite your valedictorian, Vanya Stars, up to just say a few words.
Ladies, we made it. I'm so proud of every one of us for all of our hard work and dedication. It has been absolutely amazing to see each and every one of us grow into remarkable, soon-to-be nurses. I found this poem, and I know that this will represent all of us in our nursing careers. It's called The Light of Your Mission. The wounded and suffering lie around the hospital room where fear did abound. As all those war-torn men in misery they cried, the lady with her lamp, she came to their side. She came having compassion for those in need, making a difference by word and deed. In the darkness of the room that night, she came bearing the light. Her presence brought comfort and care. She helped restore life or hear a last prayer. With her skill in her touch and love in her tone, though dark was the night, her courageous light shone. She came having compassion for those in need, making a difference by word and deed. In the darkness of the room that night, she came bearing the light. Our world is full of suffering and pain, with people who worry and complain. Illness of body and sickness of soul, the weight of the world is taking its toll. Go forth having compassion for those in need, making a difference by word and deed. In the darkness of our world's light, go forth bearing the light. So carry that lamp of truth and skill, shine forth the light as you live out God's will. Let the light of the world be shining in you. It's only his love that will carry you through. Go forth having compassion for those in need, making a difference by word and deed. In the darkness of the world's night, go forth bearing light. I know that every one of us is going to make a difference in people's lives. And last but not least, I would like to thank my family, for without whom I would not have made it through this program. So thank you and congratulations, everyone.